Sedona. We meet again. This time, my sister Makenna had flown out from New York to Tucson to visit me, so her boyfriend Nash, and my fiance Cody decided to take a long weekend. Our first stop was Sedona, and after about 4 hours in the car, we definitely needed to stretch our legs. We decided to hike out to the birthing cave. The hike itself is pretty easy. It's pretty much just a walk there. Once you get to the base of the cave, you do have to climb in just slightly, but it's not bad at all. And honestly, for the views that you get, it's definitely worth it. I think, or at least hope, that everybody finds a place in their lifetime that they can go back to time and time again, and it's just as awe-inspiring as it was the first moment that you saw it. And Sedona is definitely that for me. I guarantee there will be future videos from this place, but this time specifically, I have not experienced this in Arizona yet at all, but my sister and I got to see a wild javelina. It was so neat. After the drive from Tucson and our hike, I was in need of coffee, so I thought I would take them back to my favorite little coffee shop. But, unfortunately, they were closed, so we got to experience the little creek across the street instead. I still can't tell you why I wanted to climb into this tree, but I did. And then I jumped out of it. And then my sister got stuck in it. So there's that. I realized something while they were here. I'm sort of a magnet to water now that I've lived in Arizona for 7 years. My sister, on the other hand, has water at her fingertips at all times. So although I'm sitting here mesmerized, they are sort of kind of like, nice little creek, Christina. Because day one consisted of so much travel, it didn't leave us much time for Sedona, but we made the best of it. We wandered the little town, found a spot to grab a bite to eat, and on the way there, we found the most beautiful scenery for the sunset that evening. These red rocks, they just do something to you.
Glasses high in the air. To the journey.
To the journey! Oh, how I would love to tell you that that was my only drink of the evening. But that would be a very big lie. I couldn't even tell you how much I drank, but I know I bought a bottle. Let's just say, it was a damn good ride. The train is located in Clarksdale, Arizona, and it takes you through the Verde Canyon. If you ever find yourself stumbling upon this area, I highly recommend dedicating a day to go on this excursion. It is awesome. It's my second time going, and I will most definitely be going on a third.
just past the mouth of the creek Jerome, where Mr. Packard sold his crops to the 15,000 residents eager for fresh vegetables. Unfortunately, he was known to be something of a womanizer. Finally, Mrs. Packard got fed up with being left alone to do all the chores while her philandering husband was out gallivanting. She forged his name on a quitclaim deed and sold the ranch right out from under him for $1,800.
Miss Packer, you are my idol. Thank you for giving him what he deserved.
I want 7 more.
This excursion is an out and back trip. So the kind of cool part is if you start out as the caboose, you're officially the front. And if you start at the front, now you're officially the caboose.
You're probably keeping them in business like single-handedly. Oh no, the cheese is turned on you.
Yeah, she was making a joke about that. Remember the Venus flytrap?
What beer did you want to do?
I wrote it down because I was like, that'd be a funny thing to draw.
I love inspiration in unusual places.
My sister is such a special person to me. Her energy is unmatchable. She doesn't have a filter and is constantly putting a smile on my face. I know damn well this trip would have not been the same without her, and I was so thankful for her presence.
You too.
Good.
By this time, I was feeling wonderful, we'll say. Cody drove us back to the hotel, and that evening we got a light drizzle. And that light drizzle never stopped.
Love you.
That was weird.
Jerome, Arizona is a really neat destination. It's been known as America's most vertical city and one of the largest ghost towns in America. It's burnt down numerous times. It actually started with a copper mine, and it is on a 30-degree incline. The hill is called Cleopatra Hill, and the elevation is 5,200 feet. This is a perfect city to just wander, and that's exactly what we did. One of the most memorable things that we stumbled on was the kaleidoscope store. It was so interesting seeing how this beautiful bouquet of flowers could turn into art like this. After a few hours of walking, it was inevitable that we needed to grab lunch. Most of the locals rave about this restaurant, the Haunted Hamburger, so we wandered down there. The wait was kind of intense. The food was pretty average. I'm not hating, but I also wasn't quite sure what the big fuss was about. It was a good burger, but I've had better. I'm pretty sure we all had a blast, but we were wet and cold. It was time to go.
Prepare for a long voyage back to the mainlands.
I will say this once again. If you find yourself in this section of Arizona, I highly recommend giving yourself some time to explore. There is a lot to see. This road is 89A. It has 158 curves in just 12 miles, very dense trees, green as far as you can see. And because the day that we chose to go, it was drizzling, the clouds were laying really low, which gave us a beautiful scenery. It had been over 4 years since I'd seen my sister. I was very grateful for this time. This trip was only 3 days out of the 10 that she spent with me, but how cool is it to take a mini vacation in a vacation? I not only got to show her Tucson, but some of the most special places to me in Arizona, ones that have really made me fall in love with the state. I'm very grateful that she was a part of this. Thank you again, Makenna and Nash, for coming to Tucson. You guys are an awesome crew. Until next time.